If you haven't been paying attention to the news lately, you may have missed this astonishing news on September of 2019.
The U.S. Navy just made a stunning admission. Naval officials yesterday confirmed that 3 separate UFO videos released by the New York Times in 2017 and previewed on the show are actually genuine. They do, in fact, show aerial phenomenon the Navy cannot explain, and that, in fact, our understanding of physics cannot explain. The Navy also recently sent a letter to Congressman Mark Walker saying that it takes UFO sightings very seriously and is working to investigate them. Nick Pope is a British journalist. He once investigated UFOs for the UK Ministry of Defence. He joins us tonight to explain the significance of this. So, Nick, this does seem like a change in the way the Pentagon describes this phenomenon, is it?
Yes, it is. Up until this point, the Navy has said very little. And in fact, they've left the door open sometimes and almost implied, look, we might be dealing with commercial drones or even balloons. But now what they've done is turned around and said, number one, this is real. And number two, this is unidentified aerial phenomena. That's the phrase that they've used. Previously, they've said advanced unknown aircraft. Now they're saying unidentified aerial phenomena. And that is, it's a term borrowed from the British government. We used it in the Ministry of Defence, and we meant UFOs.
It wasn't a weather balloon. I mean, they've been telling us that for 50 years. Oh, it's a weather balloon. It's not a weather balloon, is it?
No, absolutely not. Somebody in the Pentagon must have. They say we don't want to hypothesize about this. That's fine. But there must be, in the Pentagon, a best assessment. And there must be a view of what they're ruling out. We should be told.
There's obviously some reason they're not telling us. In 15 seconds, hypothesize as to what that reason might be.
Well, some secret too terrible to be told, but I think we should be told, or at least we should be hinted at.
Something that should be told, or something that should be hinted at. Let's look at the most powerful man in the world, what he thinks.
You gave an interview the other day in which you said you've been briefed on unidentified flying objects. Are they real?
Well, I don't want to really get into it too much, but personally, I tend to doubt it. I mean, you have people that swear by it, right? And pilots have come in and they said, and these are pilots that are not pilots that are into that particular world, but we have had people saying that they've seen things. I'm not a believer, but, you know, I guess anything's possible.
We spoke to a government official recently who said the U.S. government had wreckage from a UFO in a facility on an Air Force base. Are you familiar with that?
I haven't heard that, no. I haven't heard that. It has not been within government, has not been a big thing, but I've seen it. I've seen it on your show, but I've seen it. I don't assume it's correct, but, you know, I have an open mind, Tucker.
No, you do, Mr. President. Thank you for that.
Nowadays, you can believe anything, right?
Nowadays, you can believe anything. How about this next conspiracy theory?
Returning now to the research of Michael Tessarian, the fierce galactic war that raged in our solar system some 50,000 years ago reduced a major planet beyond Mars into fragments and forced the renegade Anunnaki to seek refuge on planet Earth. However, before departing our solar system, the enemies of the Anunnaki cautiously placed an energy grid around the Earth to keep them quarantined here forever.
Bad news. This force field is a swirling donut-shaped field of deadly radiation. Any astronauts wanting to go to deep space will need to pass through this region and take an increased dose of radiation. I'm talking, of course, about the Earth's Van Allen belts. Now, the Van Allen belts are two donut-shaped regions of high-energy particles captured by the Earth's magnetosphere. They found the first Van Allen belt, containing high-energy protons starting about 600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. These particles are in the 10 to 100 mega electron volt range and can easily zip through spacecraft hulls and fragile flesh. Both people and spacecraft can receive a deadly dose of radiation in this region, and that's why the space shuttle and the International Space Station fly much closer to Earth at an altitude of about 400 kilometers, well below the Van Allen belts, where we can enjoy their protection and not their dark side. The particles in this second belt are less energetic protons as well as electrons and various ions ranging in energy from 10 kilo electron volts to 10 mega electron volts. Less dangerous, but a much larger region. Usually. The problem is that while the inner belt is largely stable, the outer belt is highly variable, shifting in size and concentration. The strength of the outer belt changes in response to geomagnetic storms driven by the sun. It turns out the total number of Van Allen belts we have isn't fixed. In 2013, the Van Allen probes discovered that a third belt formed briefly and then decayed again over the course of 4 weeks.
Returning now to the research of Michael Tassarian, the fierce galactic war that raged in our solar system some 50,000 years ago reduced a major planet beyond Mars into fragments and forced the renegade Anunnaki to seek refuge on planet Earth. However, before departing our solar system, the enemies of the Anunnaki cautiously placed an energy grid around the Earth to keep them quarantined here forever.
And we have sought to reach the heaven, but found it filled with powerful guards and burning flames. And we used to sit therein in positions for hearing, but whoever listens now will find a burning flame lying in wait for him. And we do not know, therefore, whether evil is intended for those on earth, or whether their Lord intends for them a right course. And among us are the righteous, and among us are others not so. We were of divided ways. And we have become certain that we will never cause failure to Allah upon earth, nor can we escape Him by flight.
My name is Kelly Smith, and I work on navigation and guidance for Orion. Orion is NASA's next-generation spacecraft. As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Okay, going back to the news that you may have missed.
The U.S. Navy has finally acknowledged that videos appearing to show UFOs flying through the air are real. They don't call them UFOs, they call them unidentified aerial phenomena. The several videos they're talking about were recorded years ago by fighter pilots. Then in 2017, they were made public by the New York Times. More now from our Randy Kay.
Look at this thing. It's rotating.
Images of that rotating thing captured by U.S. Navy aircraft. Sensors locking in on the target. Commander David Fravor saw it firsthand during a training mission, describing it like a 40-foot-long tic-tac, maneuvering rapidly and changing direction.
As we both looked out the right side of our airplane, we saw a disturbance in the water and a white object, oblong, pointing north.
The object was first sighted in 2004, then similar objects again in 2015. Footage of the sightings, declassified by the military, weren't made public until December 2017 by the New York Times and a group that researches UFOs.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
This was extremely abrupt, like a ping pong ball bouncing off a wall. The ability to hover over the water and then start a vertical climb from basically zero up towards about 12,000 feet and then accelerate in less than 2 seconds and disappear is something I had never seen in my life.
The Navy says it still doesn't know what the objects are, and officials aren't speculating. A Navy spokesman simply confirming to CNN the objects seen in the various clips are unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs.
The UFO reports were first investigated by a secret $22 million program, part of the Defense Department budget, that investigated reports of UFOs. The program has since been shut down, but it was run by a military intelligence official who told CNN They found compelling evidence that we, quote, may not be alone. Randy Kay, CNN, New York.
In 2011, FBI declassified some files related to extraterrestrial beings. The document numbered 6751. Page 22 details the origin of these extraterrestrial beings. The memorandum was written on July 8, 1947. This memorandum is important for several reasons. 1. It talks about where they come from. 2. It talks about their abilities. 3. It talks why these information should remain classified. The memorandum gives us insight into beings that have been known to men for at least 1,400 years. The memorandum goes as follows. This memorandum is respectfully addressed to certain scientists of distinction, to important aeronautical and military authorities, to a number of public officials, and to a few publications. The writer has little expectation that anything of import will be accomplished by this gesture. The more fact that the data herein were obtained by so-called supernormal means is probably sufficient to ensure its disregard by nearly all the persons addressed. Nevertheless, it seems a public duty to make it available. The present writer has several university degrees and was formerly a university department head. A very serious situation may develop at any time with regard to the flying saucers. If one of those should be attacked, the attacking plane will almost certainly be destroyed. In the public mind, this might create near panic and international suspicion. The principal data concerning these craft is now at hand and must be offered, no matter how fantastic and unintelligible it may seem to minds not previously instructed in thinking of this type. Part of the discs carry crews, others are under remote control. Their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling on this plane. These visitors are human-like but much larger in size. They are not excarnate Earth people, but come from their own world. They do not come from any planet as we use the word, but from an eteric planet which interpenetrates with our own and is not perceptible to us. The bodies of the visitors and the crafts also automatically materialize on entering the vibratory rate of our dense matter. The discs possess a type of radiant energy, or ray, which will easily disintegrate any attacking ship. They re-enter the etheric at will, and so simply disappear from our vision, without trace. The region from which they come is not the astral plane, but corresponds to the locus or talos. Students of esoteric matters will understand these terms. They probably cannot be reached by radio, but probably can be by radar if a signal system can be devised for that apparatus. We give information and warning, and can do no more. Let the newcomers be treated with every kindness, unless the discs are withdrawn, a situation with which our culture and science are incapable of dealing. A heavy responsibility rests upon no few in authority who are able to understand the matter.
Let us look at some verses of the Quran and see if we can find some similarities between them. We find in the Quran and the Hadith that jinns are one of God's creations which can't be seen by human eye, but their world exists in parallel to that of the human world. Indeed, he sees you, he and his tribe, from where you do not see them. His tribe, from where you do not see them. Indeed, we have made the devils allies to those who do not believe. Quran, chapter 7, verse 27. Our Creator reveals in the Quran that jinns were created before the creation of mankind from smokeless fire and have also given free will and choice, on the basis of which they will be accountable to God on the Day of Judgment. According to a hadith, collected by Tabari and Hakim, jinn are also categorized into three types on the basis of their modes of existence. The Prophet said, there are three types of jinn, one that flies through the air all the time, one that exists as snakes and dogs, and one which stays in places or wanders about. So when they take an animal form, they can be seen by human eye. Similarly, they can also appear in the human form. Many in the world today believe that aliens have created men and put them in Earth. But, Such concept is not new. 1,400 years ago, the Quran rebuked the people for such misconceptions. Quran states, "Yet they make the jinns equals with Allah, though Allah did create the jinns, and they falsely, having no knowledge, attribute to him sons and daughters. Praise and glory be to him. For he is, above what they attribute to him." Surah Al-An'am, chapter 100. Throughout human history, many collaborated with jinns, and the Quran warns people of such deeds. Quran states, "True, there were persons among mankind who took shelter with persons among the jinns, but they increased them in folly." Surah Al-Jinn, 6. Jinn lives among us, but he sees you, he and his tribe, from where you do not see them. Indeed, we have made the devils allies to those who do not believe. Quran chapter 7, verse 27. Therefore, we really know who they are, where they come from, and what are their motives. The extraterrestrial beings have been on Earth before human beings came, and they are here, but out of our perception. Our Creator has warned us not to collaborate with them. Because they are technologically far advanced than us, they may misguide us by calling themselves our Creator. Many even today fall into such misguidance.
The only thing that I myself could tell from one of the panels that was on the walls would look like a star map or a star chart. As far as the aliens go, there's more than one race. And we've been talking to several races since 1950s and 60s.
All humanoid?
Yes, ma'am. Basic human shape. These were off-world from their own origins. These are the ones that we've been in contact with. And from my understanding, they have been in contact with Homo sapiens since time began.
He's the ones that made Homo sapiens sapien?
That's the general consensus, yes. They seeded us.
They seeded us. The aliens. Not God, aliens.
That the human race is by all means an evolving species, but also that there are a multitude of reasons to believe that a more intelligent life form played a role in developing our DNA. As we unravel more mysteries from our past, more and more geneticists are pushing the boundaries of accepted theories by mentioning the A word. Yes, alien.
As one might see that the concept of jinns creating the human beings is not a novel or modern-day concept. This misconception has been around since the beginning of human history. It is not a novel concept of modern atheism. Just because we perceive jinns to be far advanced than us, it is natural to think of them as gods and that they have something to do with the creation of human beings. Just like the Native Americans initially took Columbus to be some kind of god. Aliens are creation of God, just like we humans are. They are subject to same accountability as we humans are. Just because we cannot see God does not mean he does not exist. Something to keep in mind.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
الرحمن.
The most merciful.
علم القرآن.
Taught the Quran.
خلق الإنسان.
Created man.
علمه البيان.
And taught him eloquence.
الشمس والقمر بحسبان.
The sun and the moon move by precise calculation.
والنجم والشجر يسجدان.
And the stars and trees prostrate.
والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
And the heaven he raised and imposed the balance.
ألا تطغوا في الميزان
that you not transgress within the balance,
وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان
and establish weight in justice, and do not make deficient the balance.
والأرض وضعها للأنام
And the earth he laid out for the creatures.
فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام
Therein is fruit, and palm trees having sheaths of dates,
والحب ذو العصف والريحان
and grain having husks, and scented plants.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار
He created man from clay like that of pottery,
وخلق الجان من مارج من نار
and he created the jinn from a smokeless flame of fire.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
رب المشرقين ورب المغربين
He is Lord of the two sunrises and Lord of the two sunsets.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
مرج البحرين يلتقيان
He released the two seas, meeting side by side.
بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان
Between them is a barrier, so neither of them transgresses.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان
From both of them emerge pearl and coral.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام
And to him belong the ships with sails elevated in the sea like mountains.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
كل من عليها فان
Everyone upon the earth will perish,
ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام
and there will remain the face of your Lord, owner of majesty and honor.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن
Whoever is within the heavens and earth asks him. Every day he is bringing about a matter.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان
We will attend to you, O prominent beings.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان.
O company of jinn and mankind, if you are able to pass beyond the regions of the heavens and the earth, then pass. You will not pass except by authority from Allah.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران.
There will be sent upon you a flame of fire and smoke, and you will not defend yourselves.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان.
And when the heaven is split open and becomes rose-colored like oil,
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
so which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس ولا جان.
Then on that day, none will be asked about his sin among men or jinn.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
يعرف المجرمون بسيماهم فيؤخذ بالنواصي والأقدام.
The criminals will be known by their marks, and they will be seized by the forelocks and the feet.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
هذه جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون.
This is hell, which the criminals deny.
يطوفون بينها وبين حميم آن.
They will go around between it and scalding water, heated to the utmost degree.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
ولمن خاف مقام ربه جنتان.
But for he who has feared the position of his Lord are two gardens.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
ذواتا أفنان.
Having spreading branches.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيهما عينان تجريان.
In both of them are two springs flowing.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيهما فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان.
In both of them are of every fruit 2 kinds.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
متكئين على فرش بطائنها من استبرق وجنى الجنتين دان.
They are reclining on beds whose linings are of silk brocade, and the fruit of the 2 gardens is hanging low.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان.
In them are women limiting their glances, untouched before them by man or genie.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان.
As if they were rubies and coral.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
هل جزاء الإحسان إلا الإحسان.
Is the reward for good anything but good?
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
ومن دونهما جنتان.
And below them both in excellence are 2 other gardens.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
مدهامتان.
Dark green in color.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيهما عينان نضاختان.
In both of them are 2 springs spouting.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيهما فاكهة ونخل ورمان.
In both of them are fruit and palm trees and pomegranates.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
فيهن خيرات حسان.
In them are good and beautiful women.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
حور مقصورات في الخيام.
Fair ones reserved in pavilions.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان.
Untouched before them by man or genie.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
متكئين على رفرف خضر وعبقري حسان
Reclining on green cushions and beautiful fine carpets.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
تبارك اسم ربك ذي الجلال والإكرام
Blessed is the name of your Lord, owner of majesty and honor.